èsì túmọ̀ sí fún wa láti pààrọ̀ àwọn oúnjẹ tó níbi ṣúgà àti iyọ̀ fún wa.
Why we need to change all this food?
Kí ló dé tí a nílò láti yí àwọn oúnjẹ tí à ń jẹ yìí padà sí èyí tó dára?
Because of our health.
Nítorí ìlera tiwa ni.
Our health is very, very paramount.
Ìlera wa ṣe pàtàkì sí wa.
Even to God who created us.
Pàápàá sí Ọlọ́run tí ó dá wa.
So, if you're talking about how we combine this food together, so that we'll be able to have a healthy health.
Tí a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa bí a ṣe máa ń to àwọn oúnjẹ wọ̀nyí papọ̀ fún wa láti lè ní ìlera tí ó péye.
So, reason for healthy living.
Ìdí tí ó yẹ ká fi ní ìlera tó pé.
Why do we have the reason to have a healthy living? Why?
Kí ló dé tó ṣe yẹ ká ní ìlera tó péye?
Why do we have to have it?
Kí ló dé tó ṣe yẹ ká ní?
Can somebody mention some why we need to?
Ǹjẹ́ ẹnìkan lè kàn sọ fún wa ìdí tó yẹ ká fi ní ìlera tó pé?
Kí ló dé tí ìlera gbọ́dọ̀ pé lẹ́nì kọ̀ọ̀kan? Kí ló dé?
Why should we have a perfect health as an individual?
To live long.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni láti lè gbé pípẹ́ lórí ilẹ̀.
Kí tún ni? Is there anything? Anybody else? Láti wà lálàáfíà. To have healthy. Other thing? Okay, sir. Okay. You say? To be useful for God. Yes. My dear brother. To build our tissues. Yes. You all answer correctly. So, if we are eating healthy, we can say that Nigeria economy is not friendly. How am I going to eat healthy? We can do that. So how are we going to do it? So we want to prevent disposing factor that aid high blood pressure or hypertension. When we are talking about protein the other time. Like, let's say for instance, all of our children like eating rice. Not so. Some can even take rice morning, afternoon, and night. But if I may ask, how do we portion that rice to them? How we portion that rice? Okay.
Very much.
Is there any other thing that we had to eat? Some might even say,
some will even say, let me just eat and be satisfied.
That's all. But is that the right to eat? There's a lot of things we can do. Let's say for instance in our backyard. We have a tire, unused tire. We can just put a sand inside it, plant our vegetable. When you now want to eat that rice, you can just cut out of that vegetable. Just cut it and add your onions and some other things. Just garnish and put it beside that rice. And put your stew there. What do you have? And you buy watermelon, 100 naira. You put it along. What do we have? You are eating carbohydrates. Protein is there. Vitamin is there. The fat and oil is there. So, are we not eat healthy? Is it too cost to eat healthy? Are you sure? So before we can live healthy, we need to have like 1,000 millions to live
ká tó gbé
healthy.
ìgbé ayé tó dára
Is that what we are
láti
saying?
nílò owó tó pọ̀ jẹ́ nǹkan tí a ń sọ nìyẹn rárá.
Even if you don't have much, you can
Yeah,
still
oh.
make something out of our own.
bí a bá tiẹ̀ ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ owó a sì lè lo nǹkan tí a ní láyìíká wa láti fi lè mú nǹkan tó dára jáde.
If you are in a rented apartment, you can even do your own garden.
tó bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ilé tí a yá gbé là ń gbé àwa náà lè dọ̀gbọ́n ṣe ọgbà tí a lè máa gbé nǹkan sí.
Is it not easy?
ǹjẹ́ kò rọrùn bí?
Is it easy?
ṣó rọrùn?
Are you sure?
ṣó dá wa lójú?
We can do it. Let's do it.
a lè ṣe ẹ jẹ́ ká
By
ṣe.
doing so, we cut a lot of things. Because when we are eating rice and stew all the time,
nípa ṣíṣe èyí a máa ń mú kí nǹkan kí ó wálẹ̀ bí a bá ń jẹ ìrẹsì nìkan ní gbogbo ìgbà.
a lot of things will go on in our system.
ó máa fa ìdìbàjẹ́ tó pọ̀ nínú àgọ́ ara wa.
And in our system,
ká mú bí àpẹẹrẹ àìsàn ẹ̀jẹ̀ ríru.
that hypertension,
ẹ̀jẹ̀ ríru tí à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa rẹ̀ yìí
it doesn't happen in a day.
kò ń ṣe nǹkan tó máa ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ lóòjọ́ lójijì.
Am I right?
ṣé mo gbà á?
Is it happen in a day?
ṣó máa ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ lójijì lọ́jọ́ kan náà? rárá.
No, it doesn't happen in a day.
ó máa ń
It's
bẹ̀rẹ̀
a
díẹ̀díẹ̀
gradual
ni.
process.
kò ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ kan náà díẹ̀díẹ̀ ló máa ń bẹ̀rẹ̀.
And see that with your body.
ṣé bá sì ń wo àgọ́ ara yín tẹ̀ ń wò yìí.
Your body used to talk,
ara yín náà á máa sọ̀rọ̀
but we don't listen to our body.
ṣùgbọ́n a kì í gbọ́rọ̀ sí àgọ́ ara wa lẹ́nu.
So far, we could be able to wake up every morning
níwọ̀n ìgbà tí a bá ti lè dìde láàárọ̀ tí a bá jí.
after our moment with God.
tá a ti ní ìdákẹ́rọ́rọ́ pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run.
We started other chores.
tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ ilé pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ tí à ń ṣe.
Before we know it,
ká tó
we are good
mọ̀
to go.
a tún ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ a ti lọ.
Even African men, it's so common in African men.
ó wọ́pọ̀ ní àwùjọ tí a ti bára wa yìí.
African men doesn't care about their health.
àwa tí a wà ní àwọ̀ dúdú tá a jẹ́ láwọ̀ dúdú a kì í sábà kíyèsí àgọ́ ara wa.
It is when they are down.
ó dìgbà tí a bá ti ń kú lọ tí a
They
ti
cannot
ṣàìsàn
move
lójú
at all.
kú tí a ò lè gbé ara mọ́.
They will not say, Daddy, no, you cannot go out. Let me
nígbà yẹn
go.
látó ẹsẹ̀ sọ pé bàbá ẹ̀ ń lè jáde mọ́ ṣùgbọ́n yóò tún máa gbìyànjú
I can
àti
still try. I can
lọ
still
mo sì
try.
lè gbìyànjú àti
No,
jáde
you cannot go.
alẹ́ ẹ̀ lè lọ sẹ́ẹ̀.
But if you are listening to that, our body,
ṣùgbọ́n tí a bá ń gbọ́ nǹkan tí àgọ́ ara wa bá ń sọ fún wa
our
yẹn
body used to say a lot of things.
àgọ́ ara wa máa ń sọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ohun fún wa.
And if you listen to it,
bí a bá sì tẹ́tí sí tí à ń gbọ́
and we eat healthy,
tí a sì ń jẹun tí ó ṣe ara wa lóore
it goes a long way.
ó ní àǹfààní púpọ̀ fún wa.
We prevent a lot of diseases that happen to us.
ó máa dènà ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àìsàn tí kò bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ènìyàn.
Yoruba said that prevention is better than cure.
wọ́n ní kí a dènà rẹ̀ ó ṣe pàtàkì ju kí a máa gbógun tì
When we
lọ.
prevent diseases to happen to us,
tí a bá dènà kí àìsàn kí ó má ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa.
do you know that we are going to save a lot of things?
ǹjẹ́ a mọ̀ wípé a ó dènà ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan.
You will save your money spent at the hospital.
a ó dènà láti ná owó wa sí ilé ìwòsàn.
You will save your money spent at the diagnosis to consult, to do all other tests.
a ó tọ́jú owó tí ó yẹ ká máa lọ fi ṣe àwọn àyẹ̀wò.
And you will save your time to do some other things.
a ó sì tún tọ́jú àkókò wa láti fi lè ṣe àwọn nǹkan míì tí yóò mú èrè wá fún wa.
So, my brothers and sisters this
ẹ̀yin
evening,
arákùnrin mi àti arábìnrin mi nírọ̀lẹ́
we
yìí.
want to take good care of our health.
a nílò láti tọ́jú ara wa bí ó ti yẹ.
What are the benefits of eating healthy?
kí wá ní àwọn àǹfààní tí a lè rí tí a bá ń jẹun déédéé tí à ń jẹun dáadáa.
Eat and maintain good healthy habits does not so much for body, which can prevent and control health problems, such as
bí a bá ń jẹun déédéé tí à ń jẹun dáadáa ó máa ràn wá lọ́wọ́ láti lè dènà àwọn àìsàn kan bíi
the heart disease I mentioned the other time,
àìsàn ọkàn tí a mẹ́nubà lẹ́ẹ̀kan,
high blood pressure,
àìsàn ẹ̀jẹ̀ ríru,
type 2 diabetes,
diabetes
and even
àìsàn ìtọ̀ gbígbẹ àti
some cancer.
àwọn kánsá mìíràn náà.
Other benefits include
àwọn àǹfààní mi tí a tún lè rí nínú rẹ̀
building a strong bone,
ó máa ń jẹ́ kí eegun ara wa kí ó le dáadáa
protecting our health,
tí ó máa ṣe ààbò fún àgọ́ ara wa
and also prevent diseases and boosting our immune system.
tí yóò sì mú kí àwọn system àwọn immunity tí ó wà nínú wa kí ó túbọ̀ máa ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa sí i.
And also boost our mood. Our mood.
ó máa ń jẹ́ kí ayọ̀ kúnnú ọkàn wa kí ara wa yá dáadáa.
When we eat healthy,
tí a
do
bá
you
ń jẹun
know
dáadáa
eating healthy can also affect your mood?
oúnjẹ tí a bá jẹ tí ó ṣe ara wa lóore ó ní àwọn bí ó ṣe máa ń ṣe àǹfààní fún ara wa tí ó máa ń fi ayọ̀ sí ojú wa.
Your facial expression
ojú wa bí ojú wa ṣe máa rí.
At times, have you ever wondered somebody now say, Mommy, what happened to you? Are you okay?
Ǹjẹ́ àkíyèsí àwọn kan tí a wò pé màmá kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀?
Have you experienced such before?
Ǹjẹ́ a ti ní ìrírí eléyìí?
And nothing happened to you.
Kò sì sí nǹkan tí ó ṣe rú ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀.
It is not eating heady though.
Nítorí pé a kì í jẹun bí ó ṣe yẹ ká
Because
jẹun.
within you are feeling something.
Nínú rẹ o mọ̀ pé nǹkan kan ń ṣe ọ́.
But in your face, it's already showing you, written all over you that something is wrong with you.
Ní ojú rẹ àwọn ènìyàn ó ti rí i pé nǹkan kan ń ṣe ẹni náà.
So all these things we can prevent it.
Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan bí eléyìí a lè dènà rẹ̀.
So for us to prevent all these things.
Láti lè mú àdínkù bá àwọn nǹkan bí eléyìí.
Tip for healthy. One, we don't want to base all our meals on starchy food.
Àwọn nǹkan tí a lè ṣe láti fi lè ní ìlera pípé àkọ́kọ́ rẹ̀ ni pé kí a máa mú gbogbo oúnjẹ wa lórí àwọn starchy food bíi ìrẹsì, ẹ̀bà, nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
We are not saying we should not eat something starches or like carbohydrates, no.
Ní kí a máa jẹ irú àwọn oúnjẹ tí a dárúkọ bíi carbohydrate yìí rárá.
But when we are eating it.
Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí a ó bá máa jẹ wọ́n.
How are we eating it?
Báwo ni a ṣe ń jẹ wọ́n?
We need that vegetable.
Ǹjẹ́ à ń fi àwọn ẹ̀fọ́ sí i?
And some people.
Àwọn kan sì wà tán bá fẹ́ jẹ ẹ̀bà tàbí àmàlà.
Like ẹ̀bà 1,000 naira.
1,000 naira ni ẹ̀bà tí wọ́n máa jẹ.
Some people can eat it.
Àwọn kan wà tí ó lè jẹ.
And they get a small vegetable to eat it.
Wọ́n á tún wá ọbẹ̀ ẹ̀fọ́ kékeré láti fi jẹ.
Meat nothing. Fish nothing.
Ẹran ẹja.
We can do better.
A lè ṣe dáadáa jù báyẹn lọ.
Like what we are saying.
Fún bí àpẹẹrẹ ohun tí à ń sọ.
If you want to eat that your ẹ̀bà or àmàlà, just small one is okay.
Bí a bá fẹ́ jẹ ẹ̀bà tàbí àmàlà ẹja jẹ
small is okay.
Ìwọ̀nba ti tó.
And have plenty of vegetable to eat it.
Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀fọ́ láti fi jẹ.
Our vegetable, it will help our food to be digested easily.
Jíjẹ ẹ̀fọ́ ó máa ń jẹ́ kí oúnjẹ kí ó tètè sílẹ̀ nínú ọkàn wa nínú wa.
That is why we will not be complaining of constipation all the time.
Èyí ni kò ní jẹ́ ká máa pariwo pé oúnjẹ inú wa kò digest bó ṣe yẹ kó rí.
And we want to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables.
A nílò láti máa jẹ èso púpọ̀ àti ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀fọ́.
Like I said, you can say that fruit is so cost.
A lè sọ wípé èso wọn ní àyíká wa.
But fine, we can get those who are selling like 100 naira, 200 naira, 300 naira.
A lè wá àwọn tó ń tà ní ìwọ̀nba 100 naira, 200 naira.
Along with our vegetable.
Pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀fọ́ wa.
And also we want to eat more fish, including a portion of oiled fish every week.
A nílò láti máa jẹ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹja ní ọ̀sẹ̀ọ̀sẹ̀.
Fine, we can say that fish is so cost nowadays.
A lè tún sọ pé ẹja tí wọ́n ní ayé òde òní.
We can still get a fish of 500 naira.
A sì lè rí ẹja tí ò ju bóyá bíi 500 naira lọ.
300. Yes.
300.
If you boil that fish.
Tí a bá bọ
and put it inside your vegetable.
A wá fi sínú ẹ̀fọ́ wa.
Along with locust beans.
Pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ irú.
And onion.
Àti àlùbọ́sà.
You are eating right.
Àti ń jẹun dáadáa báyẹn.
You think it's not possible?
Ẹni kò ṣeé ṣe bí.
Do you have faith?
Ṣé ní ìgbàgbọ́?
Yes. Let's try God. And see how the things work for us.
Bí ó ṣe máa ṣiṣẹ́ sí.
Because our health is very important.
Nítorí pé ìlera wa ó ṣe pàtàkì sí wa.
Because we are healthy, that is why we are here.
Nítorí pé ìlera wa pé òun ló ṣeé ṣe fún wa láti jókòó síbí.
If you are not healthy, are we going to be here?
Tí a bá ní ìlera pípé ǹjẹ́ a lè wà ní bíbá yìí?
We can't.
A lè sí bíbá yìí.
So that is why it's good for us, no matter how little we have. We want to manage it.
Ló ṣe dáa fún wa níwọ̀nba bí bá tilẹ̀ wù kó mọ kí a lò bẹ́ẹ̀.
And also we want to cut down all the saturated fat and sugar.
A nílò láti dín gbogbo àwọn ṣúgà àti àwọn ọ̀rá. A nílò láti dín wọn kù.
What did I mean by saturated fat and sugar?
Kí ni mo gbà lérò pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí mo sọ yìí?
You see some oil in the market today.
A rí àwọn epo àbí òróró tí a ń rà lọ́jà.
Especially during this period, you will see them.
Ní àkókò tí a wà yìí.
If you see them, they will see that if inside the container they are inside the container, you will see that this is not the real oil.
Bí a bá ti rí wọn nínú ike tí wọ́n kó wọn sí, a ó ti rí pé àwọn.
They will not say that, okay, customer wait let me just put it on the fire. Let me just try to melt it down. And if you use that kind of oil,
tí a bá lo irú epo bí ẹ̀bá wọ̀nyí,
it can also affect our health.
yóò ṣe ìjàmbá fún àgọ́ ara wa.
And some people they are so they like eating something frying.
Àwọn kan wà tó jẹ́ pé nǹkan dídín ni wọ́n fẹ́ràn láti máa jẹ.
Like they want to eat dodo, they will fry their dodo.
Wọ́n wá fẹ́ jẹ dòdò, wọ́n á dín ni.
They will fry their meat.
Wọ́n á dín ẹran wọn náà ni.
They will fry their eba.
Wọ́n á tún dín ẹ̀bà wọn náà ni.
They will try to fry their if possible.
Fún àmàlà, wọ́n tún máa dín àmàlà náà ni tó bá ṣeé ṣe fún wọn.
The more we consume fry thing, it affects our health.
Bí a ṣe ń jẹ nǹkan dídí tó, ó ń ṣe àkóbá fún àgọ́ ara wa.
Torí gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá ń jẹ pátápátá, ọkàn wa ló máa lọ ṣiṣẹ́ fún.
All what we are eating we actually tell on our hearts.
It tell on our hearts.
Ó máa lọ ṣiṣẹ́ nínú ọkàn wa.
Let's say for instance.
Fún bí àpẹẹrẹ.
Have you ever been to a miller? Those who are grinding pepper, grinding corn and some other things.
Lọ́dọ̀ àwọn aláta tó ń lọ èlùbọ́ láta nǹkan.
If assuming they are grinding corn, let's say for
example.
example.
Àgbàdo.
If they pour that corn inside that miller.
Tó bá da àgbàdo náà sínú ẹ̀rọ wọn.
If you did not put enough water, what sound is the machine is going to give?
Tí wọ́n bá fi omi tó pọ̀ sí, báwo ni ẹ̀rọ wọn ṣe máa ń dún?
How is it going to sound?
Báwo ló ṣe máa ń dún?
A máa pariwo.
It will make loud noise.
That is the what you are putting your heart eat. Whenever you are not eating correctly.
Iṣẹ́ tí à ń fún ọkàn wa ṣe nìyẹn nígbà tí a ò bá jẹ nǹkan tí ó dára.
And because the miller is feasible, immediately you breathe that sound, they lose the machine, they hide the water, and everything goes smoothly again. Not so.
Nítorí pé wọ́n lè rí ẹ̀rọ tí wọ́n fi ń lọ ògì yìí, wọ́n lè dín agbára rẹ̀ kù nígbà tí ó bá ń pariwo, wọ́n fi ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ omi sí, gbogbo rẹ̀ sì máa lọ déédéé, àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ni.
But in your heart, can you see when it is being affected with what we eat?
Ṣùgbọ́n náà ọkàn wa ǹjẹ́ a lè rí tí ó bá ní ìdojúkọ kan?
Will you be able to know?
Ǹgbọ́sà lè rí.
No.
A lè mọ̀.
Until when they started developing that disease, you now see that I'm feeling weak, I'm feeling dizzy. What really happened to me? And nothing happened to me, and I'm eating okay.
Ó dìgbà tí àwọn àìsàn kan bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní jẹyọ nínú àgọ́ ara wa, ká tó máa wá wò pé kí ló ń ṣe mí, àǹkọ́kùn dẹ̀ wá ṣe mí o, ká tó mọ̀ pé ìjàmbá ti dé bá àgọ́ ara wa.
We want to try as much as possible to limit our fried food.
Nítorí ìdí èyí kí a gbìyànjú láti dín nǹkan dídín wa tí à ń jẹ ká dín kù.
Also, we want to less our salt.
A nílò láti mú àdínkù bá bí a ṣe ń jẹ iyọ̀.
Like all this seasoning we are seeing.
Fún bí àpẹẹrẹ àwọn èròjà amọ́bẹ̀dùn tí à ń rí wọ̀nyí.
It contains salt already.
Ó ní iyọ̀ nínú náà.
When we are making our meals.
Bí a bá ń ṣe àwọn oúnjẹ wa.
We put your seasoning inside it.
A máa ń fi àwọn nǹkan amọ́bẹ̀dùn bíi magí sí.
And you now even put your salt.
A tún wá da iyọ̀ sí i.
What is going to happen?
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀?
And the more you continue taking that salt, it's affecting your health.
Bí a bá sì ń tẹ̀síwájú láti máa jẹ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ iyọ̀, ó ní àkóbá tí ó ń ṣe fún àgọ́ ara wa.
At times, maybe in any radio program when they are doing cooking program like that.
Lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà lórí ẹ̀rọ móhùnmáwòrán tí a máa ń wò tí wọ́n bá ń ṣe àwọn ètò bí wọ́n ṣe ń dáná bó ṣe ń ṣe oúnjẹ.
They always say that add a salt to taste.
Wọ́n máa ń fi ìkìlọ̀ sí wípé kí a fi iyọ̀ sí bí ó ṣe máa tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn tó máa dùn.
Because you have already had your season to eat.
Nítorí pé a ti fi ohun amọ́bẹ̀dùn wa sí i.
You just need a pinch of salt to make it taste.
A kàn nílò iyọ̀ díẹ̀ níwọ̀nba láti mú adùn rẹ̀ jáde.
Because all this seasoning also contains salt.
Nítorí àwọn ohun amọ́bẹ̀dùn wa yìí náà ó ní iyọ̀ nínú tí wọ́n fi ṣe.
And the more we continue to consume that salt, it affects us.
Bí a bá sì ṣe ń tẹ̀síwájú láti máa jẹ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ iyọ̀ yìí, ó máa ń ní
hypertension is there.
Bí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ríru.
Diabetes is there. Type 2 is there.
Òun náà wà ń bẹ̀.
And also heart disease or heart problem.
Àti àwọn àìsàn tí ó ń ṣe ọkàn ènìyàn.
Also, we want to get active and try to be healthy. At least we want to get more exercise.
A nílò láti máa ṣe eré ìdárayá dáadáa.
How many people do exercise every morning?
Àwa mélòó la máa ń ṣe eré ìdárayá
or weekly? How many?
Àbí láàrin ọ̀sẹ̀.
How many of us?
Àwa mélòó la máa ń ṣe eré ìdárayá dáadáa.
We cannot talk. Nobody. How many of us used to engage in exercise?
Àwa mélòó la máa ń ṣe eré ìdárayá?
Okay.
Ó dára.
Do you know that dancing you are dancing early in the morning is an exercise?
Ẹ jẹ́ rí ijó tí a máa ń jó láàárọ̀ yẹn, jẹ́ mọ̀ pé eré ìdárayá lòun náà.
You know at times when we are dancing,
ẹ mọ̀ pé
we
ní
sweat
ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà
out.
tí a bá ń jó, a máa ń làágùn.
We sweat out, not correct?
A máa ń làágùn síta.
The more we sweat out,
Bí a bá ṣe ń làágùn tó,
when you sweat,
níwọ̀n ìgbà tí a bá ń làágùn,
touch that sweating, touch it.
ẹ̀yin ẹ fi òògùn yẹn kẹ́ ẹ fi kan
How
ahọ́n.
does it taste?
Báwo ló ṣe máa ń rí lẹ́nu?
Eh? It's salty.
Ó ní iyọ̀ nínú.
You are burning a kind of salt, you are burning it out.
So àwọn iyọ̀ tí ó wúlò lára wa ni à ń tì jáde yẹn.
If that one now stay inside your body for long, you don't do exercise, you don't do anything, what is going to happen to that body?
Irú àwọn iyọ̀ yẹn bá wá dúró ní ara wa nígbà tí a ò bá ṣeré ẹ̀jọ̀ kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ara wa?
What is going to happen to that body?
Kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí àgọ́ ara wa?
Àìsàn máa wọlé.
There will be sickness.
That's why we can develop diabetes.
Nígbà yẹn a wà ní àìsàn àtọ̀gbẹ.
So we want to do exercise.
Nítorí náà a nílò láti máa ṣeré ìdárayá.
It's part of for us to be able to live healthy.
Ó wà lára àwọn tí yóò mú kí a máa gbé ìgbé ayé àlàáfíà.
And lastly, we want to take plenty of water. We want to drink water.
Ó tún ṣe pàtàkì fún ọ láti máa mu ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ omi.
How often do we drink water?
Báwo ni a ṣe máa ń mu omi tó?
How often do we drink water?
Báwo ni a ṣe máa ń mu omi tó?
Some people they don't like taking water even when they are eating.
Àwọn kan wà tí ò tiẹ̀ fẹ́ràn àti
If you
máa
are
mu
eating, if you are
omi.
taking water, keep it up and continue.
Fáwọn àtà máa ń mu púpọ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká túbọ̀ tẹra mọ́.
But if you don't take delight or we don't take passion in taking water, please let's cultivate that habit.
Bí a ò bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ láti máa mu omi lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀, ẹ dákun, ẹ jẹ́ ká ní ìṣe láti máa mu omi
We want
lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀.
to cultivate that habit.
A nílò láti kọ́ àti máa mu omi ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀.
Because when we drink a lot of water,
Nítorí tá a bá mu omi lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀,
it flushes a lot of things in our body system.
ó máa ń ti àwọn tí ò dá jáde kúrò nínú àgọ́ ara wa.
It flushes our hearts, it flushes our kidneys,
Ọkàn wa fọ kíndìnrín
our
wa,
intestine.
gbogbo intestine wa.
So that is when at times when we go to toilet in the morning, let's take note.
Tí a bá lọ sí ilé ìgbọ̀nsẹ̀ láàárọ̀,
When you wake up early in the morning, take 2 cups of water.
láàárọ̀ tí a bá jí kí a mu ife
Even if you can
omi-
take like warm water at times, it also really help.
omi tó lọ́wọ́rọ́ díẹ̀, ó máa ṣe àǹfààní tó dáa.
And immediately when you go to toilet,
Tá a bá sì wá lọ sí ilé ìgbọ̀nsẹ̀,
check that closet.
ẹ wo ilé
You will
ìgbọ̀nsẹ̀.
see what is coming out for water and eating healthy. It also help your body system.
Ẹ wá rí wípé mímu ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ omi àti jíjẹun dára, ó máa ṣe àgọ́ ara wa ní àǹfààní tó pọ̀.
Healthy eating habits for the health.
Báwo ni a ṣe lè máa jẹun tí yóò ṣe àgọ́ ara wa lóore?
Why do we need to eat healthy for our health, for our hearts?
Kí ló dé tí a nílò láti máa jẹun tó máa ṣe ara wa lóore fún ọkàn wa?
Our hearts, all our body, everything we are doing depend on our hearts.
Gbogbo nǹkan tí a bá ń ṣe, gbogbo àwọn iṣẹ́ tí a ń ṣe, ó dá lórí bí ọkàn wa bá ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ sí.
It's just like when we say our eyes.
Ó dàbí fún àpẹẹrẹ ojú wa.
Will you allow somebody to touch your eyes, your eyeball?
Ǹjẹ́ a lè gbà kí èèyàn tọwọ́ bọ ẹyin ojú wa?
Why wouldn't you like it?
Kí ló dé tá a ṣe ní fàyè gba ara ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀?
Because what else again? When we will not allow it?
Kí ló dé tá a ṣe ní fàyè gbà?
Yes, because that eyes is very precious to the body.
Nítorí pé ojú yẹn ó ṣe pàtàkì sí àgọ́
Without
ara.
that eyes, we cannot see anything.
Láìsí ojú yẹn kò ṣeé ṣe fún wa láti rí ohunkóhun.
So likewise, our hearts,
Bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ náà ni ọkàn wa.
we need to protect our hearts.
A nílò láti dáàbò bo ọkàn wa.
We need to eat healthy.
A nílò láti jẹun dáradára.
Let's say for instance,
Ẹ jẹ́ á sọ pé fún bí àpẹẹrẹ,
we have been to Faganizer shop before.
a ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn tó máa ń fọn táyà ọkọ̀.
When they are trying to pump that the tube.
Nígbà nígbà tí wọ́n bá ń gbìyànjú àti fọn táyà ọkọ̀ wa.
Is it possible somebody after they remove the tube from it, they remove the tube from the tire, they now pump it.
Túbù yẹn tán wá fọ́n.
When they now pump it, somebody now sit down on that tube.
Lẹ́yìn tó wá fọ́n jẹ́ ó ṣeé ṣe kí wọ́n jókòó lé.
Somebody now sit down on it.
Wọ́n jókòó lé tí wọ́n fọ́n yẹn.
Is it going to be easy?
Ṣé ó máa rọrùn?
No.
Kò lè rọrùn láti fọ́n.
Our heart is just like that tube.
Ọkàn wa dàbí tube tí wọ́n sọ yẹn.
So when we are eating unhealthy, we are consuming fatty, we are consuming fried something, gradually, the level that our hands supposed to be pumping, it will now be reduced. It will now be reduced. It will now be reduced. Because all that fatty something you are consuming, it will now be affected, it will now be blocking that heart to function very well. Your heart is supposed to be pumping. If you are seeing the heart of a chicken, immediately you cook it, you get there, you will see the heart, how the heart will be pumping like this, just like our own. But if fats have already surrounded the heart, it will now be choking that heart. For the heart to now function very well, it will not be easy. The heart will not find it very easy at all. All those work the heart is supposed to be doing, it will not be able to do it again. All of a sudden, when the heart is not so weak, they will not say that, nothing happened to daddy. They just went to bathroom to go and bathe, and they slump. He was healthy yesterday. Nothing happened to him. Is daddy healthy yesterday? Is mommy healthy yesterday? Not at all. Because we couldn't be able to see what is going on in our heart. That is why. And moreover, there is something we normally do often. That also puts our hearts at risk. This life we are living is a critical heart. The Bible has said it, that in the last day, a lot of things will be happened. So when we have read it in the Bible, so when those things now happen, why are we panicking? Why are we panicking? Immediately something happens, everybody say, If anything happens, no matter what might happen, don't let us be panic. Let's control ourselves. Because that particular point in time, the moment we lose it forever. If anything happens to us and we don't take it easy, it might trigger a blood pressure in our system. And if it now trigger that blood pressure, they now place that person on drug. What causes it? What will it cause it? Is it Satan? Is the way we handle ourselves. So my brothers, my mom, my daddy, when things happen to us, anything can happen to anybody at any time. And when it is happen, let's take our breath. Let's take our breath. When we take our breath, try to control our breath. It will not affect our organs. Because when something happen, it's a shock thing. And immediately it can trigger a lot of things in our system. And all these, our veins, They have their own work they are doing.
ó ní àwọn iṣẹ́ tí oníkálukú wọn ń ṣe.
So that is why we want to take caution when things happen to us.
èyí ni ó ṣe pàtàkì fún wa láti máa fẹ́ra balẹ̀.
And we want to continue to rely on God.
a ó sì túbọ̀ máa gbọ́kàn wa lé Ọlọ́run.
We have talked about how to treat the good habits of to take care of our health. So also we want to choose fat free of low fat dairy products like fish, poultry, beans, nuts and vegetable oil. So
a nílò láti máa yàgò fún àwọn nǹkan tí ó ní ọ̀rá tó ní epo púpọ̀ jù kí ó lè ṣe àǹfààní fún ọkàn wa.
And we want to limit our saturated salt, like I said the other time.
Bí a ṣe sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà, a nílò láti ní mú àdínkù bá bí a ṣe ń lo iyọ̀ sí nínú oúnjẹ wa.
And we want to reduce our sugar.
Ká tún mú àdínkù bá bí a ṣe ń lo àwọn ohun àmúdùn wa.
Some people, without sugar, they cannot do anything.
Àwọn kan wà tó jẹ́ pé láìsí ohun amúnkandùn bíi ṣúgà nínú oúnjẹ wọn ò lè ṣe nǹkan kan.
Especially when we are above 40.
Pàápàá tí a bá ti ń dàgbà kọjá ọjọ́ orí 40 lọ́dún.
Immediately we are above 40.
Bí a bá ti kọjá 40 ọdún.
Please, let's reduce our sugar intake.
Ẹ dákun ẹ jẹ́ ká mú àdínkù bá bí a ṣe ń lo àwọn.
Let's reduce our salt intake.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká mú àdínkù bá bí a ṣe ń jẹ iyọ̀ sí.
By doing so,
nípa ṣíṣe eléyìí.
It will also help us.
Yóò ràn wá lọ́wọ́ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀.
I want to restrict sodium intake to less than 2,300 milligrams per day.
Kí a mú àdínkù bá bí a ṣe ń lo sodium sí ní ojoojúmọ́.
And also, we want to have a good daily. Is it good to have? We want to increase our consumption of potassium, magnesium, and calcium.
Láti ṣe àfikún potassium, magnesium àti calcium tí à ń jẹ nínú oúnjẹ wa.
When we are talking about potassium,
bàbá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa nǹkan tí eré ìmọ̀ ń pè ní potassium.
We can get potassium from eating bananas, avocados,
èyí àwọn èròjà nínú ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀,
potatoes,
ànàmọ́
and spinach. Àwọn ewébẹ̀ wa, we get vegetable and calcium. We can get it from all these bone, biscuit bone.
A lè nínú àwọn egungun tí à ń jẹ tí ò lè.
Oníṣẹ́ kọ́ ló ń jẹ egungun o.
It's not those that are poor are not the only one eating.
Some people will not say when you now see you buy burger in the market, you will not say oníṣẹ́ ni kò lówó lọ́wọ́ ló ṣe ń ra burger. It doesn't like that.
Torí pé yóò lówó ló ṣe ń ra burger lọ́jà. It's not like that.
All these biscuit bone you are seeing, they are very rich in calcium.
Gbogbo àwọn egungun fẹ́lẹ́fẹ́lẹ́ tí à ń rí yìí ó dáa fún àgbàrá wa ó pọ̀ ní calcium lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀.
And you want to take high fiber food.
A nílò láti máa jẹ àwọn ohun tó jẹ́ bí fibre.
For keeping the heart healthy.
Láti máa mú àgbàrá wa le dáadáa.
And improve our blood cholesterol.
Tí ó sì mú kí ẹ̀jẹ̀ wa náà kí ó ṣe dáadáa.
The cholesterol we are talking about is àwọn ọ̀rá inú ẹ̀jẹ̀. That is
blood
fat. We need that fat. We need that cholesterol. But at the same time, it must not be too much in our system.
A nílò àwọn ọ̀rá yìí náà ní àgọ́ ara wa ṣùgbọ́n ṣá kò gbọdọ̀ jẹ́ nǹkan tí ó máa pọ̀ jù ní àgọ́ ara yìí.
So when we have it, it will lower the risk of heart disease.
Tí a bá ní èyí ó máa mú àdínkù bá àìsàn tí ó ń ṣe ọkàn ènìyàn.
Stroke.
Àwọn bíi stroke.
And obesity.
Àti kéèyàn sanra ní àsanjù.
Ká sanra ní àsanjù.
Obesity.
Ká sanra ní àsanjù doesn't mean pé ó ń tọ̀ ń lówó lọ́wọ́ o.
Obesity does not mean you are actually rich.
Tá bá sanra ní àsanjù kò fún wọn wípé ẹni yìí ọkàn ẹ balẹ̀ dáadáa.
Being obese does not mean you have rest of mind.
Ẹlòmíì lè tí ń rí tó jẹ́ kó dẹ̀ máa wà ó máa look healthy.
Somebody can be slim and yet still remain healthy.
So we want to take control of it.
A fẹ́ mú àdínkù bá eléyìí.
And also, the medical community has long recognized the link between trans fast food and heart-related illness, such as coronary heart disease.
Àwọn ètò elétò ìlera ti ṣe àyẹ̀wò àwọn àìsàn kan wọ́n gbé wọn sí ẹ̀gbẹ́ ara wọn láti wo tí ò ṣe fún àgọ́ ara wa.
This corona heart disease,
àwọn àìsàn tí wọ́n dárúkọ yìí corona.
it can affect our heart.
ó lè ṣe àkóbá fún ọkàn wa.
And when it affects our heart,
tí ó bá sì ṣe àkóbá fún ọkàn wa.
a lot of things can trigger a lot of things in our system.
yóò ru àwọn nǹkan tí ò dá lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ jáde nínú àgọ́ ara.
Because all other organs depend on this heart.
nítorí àwọn ẹ̀yà ara wa wọ́n gbé iṣẹ́ wọn lórí iṣẹ́ tí ọkàn bá ń ṣe.
And also limiting certain type of fats.
jíjẹ àwọn oúnjẹ tí ó ní ọ̀rá mìíràn.
Can also improve heart health.
ó lè jẹ́ kí ọkàn wa náà kí ó ṣiṣẹ́ dáradára.
For instance,
fún bí àpẹẹrẹ.
this can eliminate trans fats, reducing in low density lipoprotein. Eliminate trans fats, reduce the low density lipoprotein.
ó máa ń mú kí àdínkù kó bá àwọn ọ̀rá tó wà nínú àgọ́ ara.
When we are talking about this low density lipoprotein,
tá a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn ọ̀rá tí ò pọ̀lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ yìí.
this low density lipoprotein, we have high density lipoprotein. This high density lipoprotein is the one.
àwọn ọ̀rá tí àwọn oúnjẹ tí ó ní ọ̀rá tó pọ̀ yìí.
is the one that mopping all the excess fat in our bodies, in our body.
òun ni ó máa ń yọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọ̀rá jáde kúrò nínú àgọ́ ara wa.
High density lipoprotein mop all the excess fats in our body.
àwọn oúnjẹ tí ó ní ọ̀rá púpọ̀ máa ń fa àwọn ọ̀rá jáde.
So if the one that's supposed to be high now low, and the one that's supposed to be low now high, what is going to happen to that system?
tí ó bá yẹ kó pọ̀ tí ó bá kéré tí ó bá yẹ kó kéré tó bá pọ̀ ẹ dákun kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀.
This will affect our health.
ó máa ṣe àkùdé bá àgọ́ ara wa.
And it can also block the passageway of our arteries, the veins in our body.
ọ̀nà tí ó yẹ kí ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa gbà kọjá ní àgọ́ ara wa.
So we want to control our cholesterol.
a fẹ́ mú bí àdínkù bí a ṣe ń lo àwọn oúnjẹ ọlọ́ràá wa.
And there's a type of cholesterol cause plague to the arteries.
ó ní àwọn àìsàn tí àwọn oúnjẹ ọlọ́ràá máa ń fà fún ọ̀nà tí ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa ń gbà kọjá ní àgọ́ ara.
And this will increase the risk of heart attack and stroke.
eléyìí sì máa ń ṣe àfikún bí àìsàn ṣe máa ń dé bá ọkàn wa.
So as we are talking about our eating healthy.
bí a ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn nǹkan yà ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa bí a ṣe máa jẹun dáadáa tí a máa jẹun dáadáa tí ó sì máa ṣe àgọ́ ara wa láǹfààní.
Our hearts, everything we are doing depend on this heart.
gbogbo nǹkan tí à ń ṣe ó dá lórí bí ọkàn wa bá ṣe ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa sí.
So we want to take good care of our hearts.
nítorí náà a nílò láti ṣe àmójútó tó péye fún ọkàn wa.
And moreover, we need to do some certain tests, run a certain test at least once in a year.
àti wípé a nílò láti máa ṣe àwọn àyẹ̀wò kọ̀ọ̀kan fún àgọ́ ara wa ó wá kéré jù àríwẹ̀rì ẹ̀ẹ̀kan lọ́dún.
Like our men, they need what we call PSA.
wọ́n nílò àyẹ̀wò tí wọ́n ń pè ní PSA.
Prostate antigen access.
prostate
antigen access.
Access.
What we are talking about is, some men, when they clock the age of 40 above, 50, 60, they started complaining of prostate problem. They find it very difficult to urinate very well.
tí a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn ọkùnrin wa níbi 40 ọdún 60 ọdún wọ́n máa ń ní àwọn àìsàn kan tí ó kò kí jẹ́ kí wọ́n lè tọ̀ dáadáa lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà.
And if so a thing happen, it doesn't come a day.
tí a bá sì sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ bá sì ṣẹlẹ̀ kì í ṣe nǹkan tí ó máa ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ lóòjọ́.
So that is why we need to go for routine checkup.
eléyìí ni ó fi ṣe pàtàkì fún wa láti máa yẹ ara wa wò lóòrèkóòrè.
At least once in a year is okay.
ó wá kéré ju ẹ̀kan lọ́dún ó ti dára.
The next say that there is nothing there, so we are fine.
bàbá wa rí i pé kò wá sí àìsàn kankan lára wa ó dára.
But if there is something there,
tí àìsàn kankan bá sì wà ń bẹ̀.
they will be able to detect it as early as possible.
a tètè ṣe fún wọn láti lè wá àìsàn náà rí láti.
And the early they detect it, the early the prevention.
bí wọ́n bá tètè ṣe rí àìsàn náà sí náà ló máa ṣe ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ láti lè ṣe àmúkúrò àìsàn náà.
And for we women,
fún àwa tí a jẹ́ obìnrin.
we need also to go for mammogram.
àwa obìnrin náà nílò láti lọ fún àyẹ̀wò tí wọ́n ń pè ní mammogram.
Mammogram yẹn ó ní àyẹ̀wò ọyàn wa.
Mammogram is the test for breast.
Tí a bá ṣe àyẹ̀wò ọyàn wa.
When we test our breast.
Ó máa jẹ́ kí a lè prevent àìsàn tí à ń pè ní jẹjẹrẹ inú ọyàn.
It will help us in preventing what we call the breast cancer.
That breast cancer you are seeing that very rampant today.
Àìsàn jẹjẹrẹ ọyàn tí à ń rí pé ó wọ́pọ̀ láyé òde òní.
Is as a result of what we are eating.
Ohun tí ó ṣokùnfà rẹ̀ náà ni àwọn nǹkan tí à ń jẹ.
And we are not even listening to our body system.
A ò sì kì í tún gbọ́ràn sí àgọ́ ara wa.
There is no age limit that cannot have breast cancer.
Kò sí ọjọ́ orí tí ó kéré jù láti ní àìsàn jẹjẹrẹ ọyàn.
Even virgin also develop breast cancer.
Àwọn obìnrin tí ò tí ì mọ ọkùnrin rí gan wọ́n ní àyè láti ní àìsàn jẹjẹrẹ.
So that is why we need to take care of our breasts very well.
Èyí ni ó fi ṣe pàtàkì fún wa láti ṣe.
But it is only those who are not pregnant, those who are not breastfeeding.
Àwọn tí ó bá lóyún tí ò fọmọ lọ́yàn.
They cannot do mammogram because of the radiation of that machine.
Nítorí bí ẹ̀rọ náà ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ sí.
So we also want to do, there's a test also called pap smear.
Ó ní àyẹ̀wò tí wọ́n ń pè ní pap smear náà.
Have you ever heard about it before? Who have heard about it?
Ìyá ti gbọ́ rí.
What of mammogram? Have you heard about it? Who have heard about it? Pap smear? Only one. Ah. Have you heard? No. So let's try as much as possible to do it. It doesn't cost much. It doesn't cost much. Let's go to any hospital to go and consult it. Go and do such a thing. When we do it, it prevents a lot of things. At times when we have lumps in our breast, it is not painful at all. It will not painful. You will not feel anything. But you just feel like there's something moving there. Because it's not painful, we ignore. And that thing that is not painful is deadly. So that is why, at least once in a year, let's go for this mammogram. And let's go for pap smear. Pap smear ó ní à ń pè ní àyẹ̀wò ojú ara.
It is the test for the private part.
Àyẹ̀wò ilé ọmọ.
Test for the womb.
Those who can do it, àwọn tó lè ṣe àyẹ̀wò yìí ni àwọn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti mọ ọkùnrin tí wọ́n wà nílé ọkọ.
Those that can do this are those that have husband, that are in their husband's house.
Those who have married.
They are married. Àwọn tó ti ní ọkọ.
So we want to be doing this at least once in a year too.
Yóò yẹ kí a máa ṣe ó kéré jù lẹ́ẹ̀kan lọ́dún.
Because the more we give birth to children, the more we give birth to all our babies, the more a lot of things happen in that womb that we couldn't see.
Nítorí bí a bá ṣe ń bí àwọn ọmọ inú wa tí a ṣe ń bí wọn sí ní àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú àwọn ilé ọmọ wa.
So when we go for this test,
nígbà tí a bá lọ fún àwọn àyẹ̀wò wọ̀nyí.
It will also prevent cervical cancer.
Ó tún máa dènà àrùn jẹjẹrẹ cervical.
Jẹjẹrẹ ẹnu ọ̀nà ilé ọmọ.
Jẹjẹrẹ ẹnu ọ̀nà ilé ọmọ.
Ṣé rí àrùn jẹjẹrẹ yìí?
This cancer we are talking about.
Kò kí ń ṣe ọjọ́ kan ló máa ń débẹ̀.
It doesn't start or happen in a day.
So that is why we need to prevent it.
Ìdí ni èyí tí a ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe.
And part of prevention is part of how we are eating. How healthy are we eating?
Ṣíṣe ìdènà rẹ̀ náà ní ṣe pẹ̀lú bí a ṣe ń jẹ àwọn nǹkan tí à ń jẹ sí. Báwo ni a ṣe ń jẹun dáadáa sí.
So we want to talk about how to reduce cancer.
A fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa bí a ṣe lè mú àdínkù bá àìsàn jẹjẹrẹ.
Everything now based on eating healthy.
Eléyìí wá dá lórí pé kí a máa jẹun dáadáa bí ó ti tọ́.
Eating food that contain antioxidants to reduce the risk of developing cancer by protecting cells damage.
Àwọn oúnjẹ tí a nílò láti máa jẹ ó jẹ́ oúnjẹ tí ó ní antioxidant láti fi lè mú àdínkù bá àwọn àìsàn inú.
Those our fruits.
Àwọn èso wa.
Our vegetables.
Àwọn ẹ̀fọ́ wa.
Nuts. Our legumes.
Àwọn ẹ̀fọ́ wa, ewébẹ̀ wa.
All these things we want to eat it in quantity.
Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ó ní òdiwọ̀n bí a ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ máa jẹ wọ́n.
The more we combine all this together.
Nígbà tí a bá kó àwọn oúnjẹ wọ̀nyí papọ̀.
When we combine all these fruits together and eat it at once.
Tí a bá da àwọn èso yìí pọ̀ tí a jẹ wọ́n lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà.
It also serves as a healing, as a drug to our immune system.
Ó jẹ́ fún bí oògùn fún àwọn àgọ́ ara wa.
And to reduce the risk of having cancer or obese, heart disease or stroke in our body system.
Ó sì máa mú àdínkù bá àìsàn ní àgọ́ ara tàbí àìsàn jẹjẹrẹ tàbí àrùn ọmọlápá rọlẹ́sẹ̀ nínú àgọ́ ara wa.
When we are talking about antioxidants,
bàbá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa
cells damage in our body system.
Ó jẹ́ bí ohun tí Ọlọ́run ti dá tó ti pèsè fún wa tí yóò mú àdínkù bá àwọn àìsàn nínú àgọ́ ara ènìyàn.
And what are the food that is high in antioxidants?
Àwọn oúnjẹ wo ni ó wá dára tí ó ní èròjà antioxidant ní lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ nínú rẹ̀?
Can we mention some if you know it? Can we mention?
Kí a lè dárúkọ ohun tí a bá mọ̀ wọ́n.
The food that is very high in antioxidants.
Oúnjẹ tí ó ní antioxidant lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀.
Fruits, yes. What type of fruit can we take that is very high in antioxidants?
Irú èso wo ni a lè jẹ?
Mommy, yes.
Wọ́n ní passion fruit.
Any other one?
Èwo ni a tún mọ̀?
When we are talking about food that is very high in antioxidants.
Bàbá sọ àwọn oúnjẹ tí ó ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ antioxidants.
We talk about the berries.
A sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn berries.
Dark leaf green. All our vegetables, you know, they are very green in color.
Àwọn ewébẹ̀ wa.
They are very, very high in antioxidants.
Wọ́n ní antioxidants yìí lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀.
Our punk leaf, that ugu.
Ugu wa.
Do we know that ugu?
Ṣé a mọ̀ ugu?
Do we know that it's very, very high in antioxidants?
Ṣé a mọ̀ pé ó ní antioxidants lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀?
Do we know that?
Ṣé a mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀?
You say? Okay. That ugu we are seeing is very, very rich in antioxidants.
Ugu wa tí à ń rí yìí ó ní antioxidant nínú lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀.
And this antioxidant
Antioxidant tí a sì ń sọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀.
is the one protecting our cell.
Òun ni ló ń pa àwọn ẹ̀yà ara kọ̀ọ̀kan mọ́ nínú àgọ́ ara wa.
It's protecting our cells from damage.
Ó ń pa wọ́n mọ́ kúrò nínú ìdìbàjẹ́.
When we eat this kind of food, it makes the food to be when we have a high number of antioxidants in our body.
Nígbà tí a bá jẹ àwọn oúnjẹ tí à ń sọ̀rọ̀ wọ̀nyí tí ó pọ̀ nínú àgọ́ ara wa.
It protects a lot of cells in our body from being damaged.
Ó máa ń ṣe ìdáàbòbò fún àwọn àgọ́ ara wa láti bàjẹ́.
And also we want to out of our carrots.
Èso tí à ń pè ní carrot.
There is carrot in season presently, not so.
Ó ti wà ní ọjà báyìí báyìí.
How often do we eat carrots?
Báwo ni a ṣe máa ń jẹ sí tí à ń pè ní kárọ̀tì?
How often do we eat carrots?
Báwo la ṣe máa ń jẹ sí?
We don't like it.
A fẹ́ràn rẹ̀.
Not too often. But we can now increase it now. It's in season now. We can get a carrot of 100 naira.
A lè rà á ní owó tí ò pọ̀ tó 100 naira.
Carrot of 50 naira.
Ní 50 naira náà wà.
Carrot of 50 naira. If you take that one, 100 naira every day.
Lójoojúmọ́, ààrẹ náà ni.
We are making sense. We are moving gradually to it.
À ń súnmọ́ kí ìlera wa kí ó ṣe dáadáa bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
And all our nuts, that groundnut,
Gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀pà wa.
cashew nuts,
Gbogbo cashew nuts.
all those nuts. We want to eat it.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa jẹ wọ́n dáadáa.
They are also high in
Àwọn
antioxidants
náà ní antioxidants
that
lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀.
protect our cells from being damaged.
Tí ó ń pa àwọn àgọ́ ara wa mọ́ kúrò nínú ìdìbàjẹ́.
So, do you know that what we eat also determine your mood?
Jẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ mọ̀ pé nǹkan tí a bá jẹ náà ó máa ń.
Do you know that?
Bí a bá ṣe rí hàn.
How is what we are eating determine our mood?
Báwo ni nǹkan tí à ń jẹ ṣe máa ń ṣe àfihàn wa?
Báwo ni oúnjẹ tí à ń ṣe bó ṣe máa ń nípa lórí ojú wa sí tàbí ó ṣe máa ń nípa lórí bí a ṣe máa ń hùwà sí?
How does our eating style affect our mood?
How do we know anybody? Anybody? How did our eating habits affect our mood?
Báwo ni oúnjẹ tí à ń jẹ ṣe máa ń ní ipa lórí bí a ṣe máa ń hùwà bí a ṣe máa rí?
Ẹ ṣe.
Thank you.
Ẹ jẹ́ káwọ́ fún àpẹẹrẹ.
Let's see for example.
Bóyá ẹnìkan sì yìí.
Let's say somebody.
Ó fẹ́ jẹ ó dàbí ẹni pé kí n rí iyán àti ọbẹ̀ ẹ̀fọ́.
I feel like eating pounded yam and vegetable.
Wọ́n wá gbé iyán àti ọbẹ̀ ẹ̀fọ́ wá.
And they give such a person pounded yam and vegetable.
Even before eating that food, how are we going to feel?
Kí á tó jẹ oúnjẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ báwo ni a ṣe máa rí?
Is it not going to affect our face?
Kò ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ojú wa bí?
Káwá wo ẹni tí ó jẹ ìrẹsì lásán.
Let's now see somebody eating just rice.
Rice láàárọ̀, rice lọ́sàn-án, rice lálẹ́.
Rice in the morning, rice in the afternoon, rice in the night.
Especially these our children.
Pàápàá jùlọ àwọn ọmọ wẹ́wẹ́ wa.
At times we give them rice, say mommy, are we eating rice again?
Nígbà tá a bá fún rice, ìjọba máa sọ pé ṣé rice.
If we now tell her, baby, today we are going to eat rice and vegetable and beans.
A sọ pé a ó jẹ ìrẹsì ẹ̀fọ́.
What are you going to say?
Kí ló máa sọ?
Kí ẹ kí n máa change and mommy bring it, I will eat that one. But we not say that we are going to eat rice. Not say how are you going to eat rice? Don't you know more than rice every day?
Wọ́n sọ pé ǹjẹ́ a máa jẹ ìrẹsì nìkan.
Likewise we adults.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ náà ni àwọn àgbàlagbà.
When we see good food.
Nígbà tí a bá rí oúnjẹ tó dára.
It's always written all over our face.
Ó máa ń ní bí ó ṣe máa ń rí ní ojú wa.
Even you will feel our intestine grumbling inside us.
Àwọn ìfúnnu wa gan máa yọ̀, inú wa máa dùn.
Have you noticed that?
Ǹjẹ́ a ti ṣàkíyèsí eléyìí bí?
Who have noticed it when you are eating very delicious food and you see your intestine
moving? Ǹjẹ́ a máa rí àwọn ìfúnnu wa bí wọ́n ṣe máa jó tán máa yọ̀?
So likewise, when we eat healthy, it affects our mood.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ náà ni tí a bá jẹun dáadáa, ó máa ń ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú bí àgọ́ ara wa ó ṣe rí lójú wa.
And research have already shown that when we eat a good food, it also increase our system.
Ìwádìí sì ti wá fi hàn pé tí a bá jẹun dáadáa, ó ní bí ó ṣe máa ń mú ìlọsókè bá àgọ́ ara wa.
It reduce depression.
Ó máa mú àdínkù bá ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì ọkàn.
Do you know when we don't eat healthy, it can cause depression?
Ǹjẹ́ a mọ̀ pé tí a ò bá jẹun dáadáa yóò mú ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì ọkàn bá wa?
Depression is a serious illness.
Ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì ọkàn jẹ́ àìsàn tí ó lágbára púpọ̀.
When somebody is depressed,
nígbà tí ènìyàn bá ní ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì ọkàn,
a lot of things can happen.
Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan ni ó lè ṣẹlẹ̀.
Depression can lead to hypertension.
Ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì ọkàn ó lè mú kí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ríru dé bá ènìyàn.
Hypertension can lead to stroke.
Ó lè mú kí ènìyàn rọ lápá kó rọ lẹ́sẹ̀.
And the person can also have number 2 diabetes.
Èèyàn náà tún lè ní àìsàn àtọ̀gbẹ.
Type 2 diabetes. Type 2
àtọ̀gbẹ.
Ìpele kejì àtọ̀gbẹ.
Ìpele kejì àtọ̀gbẹ.
So we want to watch what we are eating.
So a nílò láti kíyèsára fún àwọn nǹkan tí à ń jẹ.
When we watch what we are eating,
nígbà tí a bá kíyèsí àwọn nǹkan tí à ń jẹ wọ̀nyí,
we are able to eat, we are able to live healthy.
a ó lè gbé ìgbé ayé tí ó lálàáfíà.
And we want to avoid all these sweetening things.
A dẹ̀ nílò láti yàgò fún àwọn nǹkan tó máa ń dùn jù wọ̀nyí.
We want to avoid cake like soft drink.
Àwọn nǹkan bíi ẹlẹ́rìndòdò.
Because all these ones they have been refined carbohydrates.
Nítorí àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ó ní èròjà carbohydrate ó pọ̀ jù nínú rẹ̀.
And these refined carbohydrates.
Kan tí a sì ń sọ yìí tó ní èròjà carbohydrate nínú rẹ̀ yìí.
Because they have been refined.
Nítorí pé a ti ṣiṣẹ́ lára wọn, a ti ṣàtúndà wọn.
Àtúndà àwọn carbohydrates.
They have been refined.
So these refined carbohydrates we can find it in their soft drink.
Àwọn carbohydrate tí a ti ṣàtúndà wọn a lè rí wọn nínú àwọn ẹlẹ́rìndòdò wa. nínú àwọn kéèkì wa.
white bread.
àwọn búrẹ́dì wa.
white bread.
búrẹ́dì funfun.
and our biscuits.
àti àwọn bisikíìtì tá à ń jẹ.
So we want to reduce all these things. We want to cut it down.
a nílò láti mú àdínkù bá bí a ṣe ń jẹ àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí sí.
We are talking about our small children o. Our children need all this in high quantity.
kì í ṣe àwọn ọmọ wa là ń sọ fún yìí torí àwọn nílò rẹ̀ láti fi lè dàgbà ṣùgbọ́n kò sì gbọdọ̀ pọ̀ jù fún àwọn náà.
not too much for them.
kò gbọdọ̀ pọ̀ jù fún àwọn náà.
you see some parents when they are packing their lunch box.
abárí àwọn òbí kan tó bá ń gbé oúnjẹ lọ síléèwé fún àwọn ọmọ wọn.
after packing their food.
tó bá ti fún oúnjẹ sínú abọ́ wọn.
they pack all different type of sweets.
wọ́n á tún fi àwọn súwìtì.
all different type of biscuits.
àwọn oríṣiríṣi bisikíìtì.
I don't want my children to look somebody else.
a fẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ wa wò ó.
I don't want my children to steal.
a fẹ́ kán jalè.
at the same time you are damaging the health of your child.
bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ náà ni eléyìí mú àdínkù bá ìlera àwọn ọmọ wa.
we want to do everything in a moderate.
a nílò láti ṣe ohun gbogbo ní ìwọ̀ntúnwọ̀nsì.
so when we cut all these things.
nígbà tí a bá mú àdínkù bá àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí.
it will increase our health.
ó máa mú ìdàgbàsókè bá àgọ́ ara wa bá ìlera wa.
and we want to diet with low load of vegetable, whole fruit and whole grain. We want to try as much as possible to increase all those food.
a nílò láti máa fi kún àwọn oúnjẹ tí a ń jẹ bí ẹ̀fọ́ tí a ti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa rẹ̀ yìí kí a fi kún oúnjẹ tí a ó máa jẹ.
with all what we have had since.
fún gbogbo nǹkan tí a ti ń gbẹ́ látàárọ̀ yìí.
we talk about how to eat healthy.
a ti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa bí a ó ṣe máa jẹun tí ó máa mú ìlera bá àgọ́ ara wa.
is it when we have much money we can eat healthy?
ǹjẹ́ ó dìgbà tí a bá ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ owó ká tó lè jẹun dáadáa bí?
is it when we have much money we can eat healthy?
ǹjẹ́ ó dìgbà tí a bá ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ owó ká tó lè jẹun dáadáa? rárá.
no rárá. even with little we have.
pẹ̀lú owó kékeré tí a bá ní.
we can still eat healthy.
a sì lè jẹun dáadáa tó máa ṣàgọ́ ara wa lóore.
and we can also protect our heart.
a sì lè pa ọkàn wa náà mọ́ kúrò lọ́wọ́ àwọn àìsàn àti àrùn.
so in conclusion.
ní àsọtán ní àpòwọlé.
in conclusion.
ní ìparí.
we want to have this acronym.
a ní ọ̀rọ̀ tí a máa ń sọ yìí.
we call it RED.
RED.
red. abi.
red.
but R there.
ṣùgbọ́n R tó wà ń bẹ̀.
R stand for rest.
R yẹn dúró fún rest ká máa sinmi dáadáa.
and E stand for exercise.
E yẹn dúró fún exercise ká máa ṣeré ìdárayá.
and D stand for dieting.
D yẹn dúró fún dieting ká máa jẹun dáadáa.
we want to rest very well.
a nílò láti máa sinmi dáadáa.
we want to do exercise.
a nílò láti máa ṣeré.
we want to eat healthy. and we want to also go for a routine check-up.
a sì máa lọ fún àyẹ̀wò náà lóòrèkóòrè.
the more we do it.
níwọ̀n ìgbà tí a bá ń ṣe léèsí dáadáa.
we will continue to look healthy.
a ó máa wà ní àlàáfíà.
and the more we look healthy.
bí a bá sì ṣe ń wà ní àlàáfíà tó.
long life to us all.
ẹ̀mí gígùn yóò sì wà fún wa.
God bless you all.
ọlọ́run á bùkún wa.
if you have any question.
bí a bá rẹ́ni tó ní ìbéèrè.
you are free to ask. ma.
mélòó.
and also if you have any question that you need to talk to counselor. you are free to see me after this program.
láǹfààní láti rí wọn tẹ́ bá ní nǹkan tí ẹ bá bá wọn sọ.
we will be able to see Pastor Dr. Afolabi. and also myself.
3 4 5 5 abi 6 okay number 1.
so
praise the Lord.
hallelujah.
ìbéèrè tẹ́mi ní ni wípé àkọ́kọ́ náà fún àwa tá a sanra báyìí wọ́n ní kò dáa ká sanra jù